Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
Oh my gosh.
Detectives are at your house.
I don't want to stop now.
Casey,
What are you
who
doing?
the f are these people?
When you start her,
this is
and
my
quit
mother.
being at your house. Get out.
Get the car!
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
Just like he's just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
Oh, Jesus.
I asked her about him, and she said nothing was going on.
Do you want to confront him?
Oh yeah. Take me there.
Yeah, I got him. Hey, go. Go.
Get down here.
Whoa.
This is like not how this is supposed to
Whatever,
work,
just
John.
go. Go with him.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Greetings. I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for tuning in to this installment of Cheaters. Meet Kristin Walker, a hard-working woman growing weary of her boyfriend's recent behavior. Wanting assurance that he's the right choice for her future, Kristin asks cheaters to verify that he's been living up to his promises.
Kristin Walker, age 24, a photojournalist who's worried that her boyfriend may be developing a relationship with another woman.
Well, I was doing a shoot for Casey's company that he works for, and we met while I was on the site, and he was so charming and just funny and different, and I don't know, we hit it off from the very beginning, and I just moved here. So it started out just slow, and next thing you knew, 14 months later. A couple little things I've noticed that he's changed, and I've caught him, I think, lying. Like, the biggest one was I found a paycheck stub, and normally he keeps those things away from me, and I don't normally look, but I looked, and he's always complaining about how he works 6 days a week and he works real hard, but he only got paid for 4 days. In the bedroom, it's very demoralizing. He makes me do things I don't want to do. He's rough with me. I mean, just things that he never tried to do with me before, things that I'm only doing because I love him. It's very important to me to know the truth, because if he is cheating on me, I realize I can't stay with him because I know how it's making me feel about myself. And if he isn't, I do realize that there are things that have to change, but I hope he isn't.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Casey Jones, age 26, a construction worker who may be building something else with a female admirer. Investigation Day 4. Detectives get off to a slow start after setting up surveillance at the home Kristin shares with a suspect. But on this particular evening, Cheater strikes gold. An unidentified vehicle pulls into the parking spot located at the rear of the residence. Within seconds, an unknown female gets out of the car and quickly scampers towards the back door. Cheater's agents are concerned about this situation because Kristin is out of town on assignment. Some 50 minutes later, suspect Jones is spotted leaving the residence with his companion by his side. They jet off in his car and are followed to a nearby beer store. Suspect Jones' female companion seems somewhat frisky as she spanks his rear end just before they enter the establishment. Once inside, the lovers load up on alcohol and give each other some much-appreciated attention before returning to the car. They drink every drop of beer inside and prepare to get the party started cheating style. Approximately 3 hours later, the female companion is observed leaving the residence with an appearance of delight. Cheaters inspectors finalize the first day of investigation after she speeds away. Investigation Day 8. Cheater's agents carefully observe Kristin depart her residence for another out-of-town assignment. Suspect Jones leaves just a short time later. His first stop is a popular bar. He takes a seat and begins to flirt with a female. The woman's boyfriend shows up minutes later, only to get an earful from Suspect Jones concerning the rude interruption. A fight ensues after the large gentleman tells the suspect to get lost. After getting thrown out of the bar, Suspect Jones gets back into his car and angrily roars off. A short time later, his female companion, who has now been identified as Jessica Lee, shows up and peers through the fence gate. Suspect Jones allows his lady to enter the battle zone and leads her into his private foxhole. The activities inside are captured by 2 hidden cameras that were installed just days earlier. After gulping down another cold one, Suspect Jones begins his top-secret mission. After the fun and games, Suspect Jones releases Jessica from custody and continues binging on alcohol. Investigation Day 11. Cheater's crews wait for hours at Suspect Jones' residence until he's finally observed pulling into his parking place. 1 hour, 40 minutes later, companion Lee's vehicle is seen driving into the spot that is normally reserved for Kristin. She heads inside where the moody and intoxicated suspect impatiently waits. He appears to get a kick out of being sadistic, as validated in this phone call to his girlfriend, Kristin.
Hello?
Hey, I'm not going to be able to go with you.
Well, I kind of wanted you to be with me.
I guess I got to do.
What are you going to be doing?
Watch the game with Mike.
Well, all right, I'll go by myself. Bye.
After seeing firsthand that Suspect Jones is clearly on the verge of derangement, Cheater's detectives close the case and prepare to inform Kristin about her emotionally unstable boyfriend. Coming up, the confrontation.
Armed with video footage of Jones's misconduct, Cheaters approaches Kristin to reveal her boyfriend's errant ways. Realizing that the answers are now within reach, Kristin rushes to discover the truth. Kristin, thanks for being here tonight. I know the last couple of months have been very challenging for you. Our detectives do have some information that they wanted you to take a look at.
I'm ready.
As the investigation starts, we're at your house, and we were able to identify, from what we understand, a friend of yours. She lets herself in, and after some time, they exit the house and head off, and they're followed to a convenience store that's not too far away. We get the idea that they're familiar with one another.
Yeah, she grabbed his ass.
She grabs him. As they're at the checkout stand, you see Casey leans over and gives her a kiss on the forehead. On this day of the investigation, after you leave, your boyfriend was followed to a bar, and he strikes up a conversation with a young lady. Her date starts to come over. There's an altercation, and they have to be separated. From that point, he goes back to your house. And before long, we see, again, your girlfriend entering from the back gate. Fortunately, we had you place the hidden cameras inside. Casey enters your house with this young lady, and now we get an indication of what Casey's been up to. And I know it's not what you want. When he's through, he goes and gets a beer and basically throws her out of the house. On this day, your friend shows up. And through both of those cameras that are placed inside your home, we again see the depth of Casey's deception. Okay. You don't have to look at that anymore. Detectives are at your house, and he's there with Jessica.
I don't want to stop now.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. When you're in town, how do they act around one another when you're there?
No different than she acts with me. I mean, I would have never, by their behavior before, when I'm there, I would have never even thought for a second that they were...
Well, from what I've seen, he's got some issues that he needs to deal with. And better that you're not involved in that situation. We're on our way. Shoot straight down the alley. I see you now. Stop. Right here. Got your stuff?
Bitch.
Kate.
What is this?
What are you doing?
Who are these people?
You have 5 seconds to get your get the out of my house.
No, you got 5 seconds.
Out of my house.
No.
When you start her,
this is
it
my
quit
mother-
being your house. It quit
This
being
is
our
my
house.
mother. You
Get
get the
your
out.
get the out of my
You
house.
get the out of my house.
Look,
You know what?
Look, Casey.
What?
You don't need to yell, okay? We know what you've been doing with her best friend, okay? Are you in a relationship with this woman?
Get the
Is this
out
your
of my
girlfriend?
house.
Is this your girlfriend? Is this your
Get
girl?
the out of my house.
You need to get off me.
Out of my house now. All of you mother. Now.
Can you tell us what you're doing with your friend's boyfriend?
What?
Do you have anything to say? You want to tell her what you're doing with her boyfriend? Huh? Casey, are you in a relationship with this woman?
I was, but I
Okay.
still care about her. I do.
Okay, can you have a conversation with her?
No, not right now. I'm too pissed off, and I might do something I will regret it.
Coming up, the conclusion.
Can you have a conversation with her?
No, not right now. I'm too pissed off, and I might do something I will regret it.
Okay, now why are you pissed off? She
Trust me. Let's just find out.
I didn't trust you.
You're mad that she doesn't trust you?
Do you expect me to trust you when you got your another girl? You want me to trust you? How long have you been doing it? How long have you been lying to me?
met your ass.
How long have you been lying to me?
Before I met you, I've been her.
Get out of my face, dude. Just get out of my face.
Get the out of my house.
Look.
This is my house. You moved in here. So you get the out of my house.
I pay your bills, bitch.
You need to quit rubbing that in my face.
Look, that's not going to solve anything. All right? Don't threaten her. Do you have any... Casey, look.
Out of my way.
You all right, Jess?
So you're worried about her? Where's she? Where'd she go?
The out of my house!
Kristin, do you want to get some of your things?
Chris, y'all want to get the out? Guess what? I will make you get out. I will make your ass get the out. Guess what? Get the out of the house. Go, guys. Get out. I'm giving you 3 seconds to get out, and I'm popping another one. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get the out. You too.
Oh my God.
Get out of the house! Get out! Go to the car now! Oh, you mother... Get the... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you like that, huh? Damn it! Yeah, go. Here we go. Hey, right. Go, get in the vans! Get the car!
Get in. Jump all the way.
Jump back.
Whoa. That is just nuts. He's losing it. You've got clothes from your trip. You don't need to go back to the house. Okay, at least for a couple of days. When you're ready to go back, we'll have a detective go back there with you. Okay?
You don't need to be with someone like that.
After the confrontation, Kristin comes to terms with everything that's happened. At the end of the show, Cheaters explains what lies in store for her. But next, Cheaters presents Tiny Stevenson, previously busted on the show for being unfaithful to her longtime girlfriend. Tiny visits with Cheaters to explain her side of the story.
Tiny Stevenson, age 22. Tiny comes to Cheaters to give a detailed account of her whimsical relationship with Nicole Brown.
Well, when I came around the corner, I seen Nicole, and then I was like, gosh. I was wondering what was happening, then I seen a lot of cameras. I hit the cameras operators because they was in the way. And because the alcohol was in me too. And you know, when you drink, it just go out of hand. Your mind go over anything else. Actually, Antoinette did, her cleavage was showing that a lot, but I kind of liked it that though. It was kind of freaky in a way. But I told her, as we look back, as we looked at it, I told her about it, and I guess she said it just made us do what we got to do right then and there after I seen it.
Hey! Get him back, get him back.
Came in his house for me. Size up, bitch.
Heads up.
Size up, bitch.
Heads up, get that.
A female can give you more than a man can give you. They can give you emotions, more emotional feelings, more attention, more, I would say, sexual feelings. And a man can't give you, I would say, more emotional thoughts or sexually and mentally.
I need some my life, you nasty bitch. Oh, it's like that now? It's like that now.
Relax, just take it easy.
Bitch!
Come on,
bitch,
come on,
you
come on.
wanna fight me, hoe? Bitch, you wanna
Give me some help.
Bitch, you hoes wanna fight?
Get her out of here. Come on.
Don't bitch it!
Come on. Get her.
I would just like to tell Nicole that I'm sorry that things went this way. It shouldn't have went this far. We should have came towards each other and talked about it more before anything went down. And that I wish that me and her still could be friends. And I hope the happiness for her.
Kristin Walker is completely devastated by the events that occurred during the confrontation. Even though she admits to falling in love with him at the beginning of the relationship, she now realizes that he is a dangerous individual who could possibly snap at any moment. Kristin will never speak with suspect Jones again and successfully had him thrown out of her house after proving that the residence is in her name. As for her friend Jessica Lee, Kristin comments, "To put it kindly, Jessica is a slut who will most likely end up in some hotel room getting paid to spread her legs." Suspect Casey Jones is still furious with Kristin for allowing an entire camera crew to enter their house, and mostly for being thrown out with no place to go. Suspect Jones doesn't apologize for his actions and says that women in general are a bunch of whiny, high-maintenance freeloaders who lack reason and accountability. He affirms that females just need to be put in their place and says he doesn't mind taking the role of the enforcer. Jessica Lee says that she's grateful to receive some much-needed cash for permission to air her likeness.